Today we're looking at the spiral line, my favorite of the anatomy trains. The spiral line is so cool. Let's dive right into it. We're going to take a look at the anatomy and then get into the exercises that work that spiraling line. You can think of the spiraling line as being the line mostly that where we're rotating our torso. One thing we'll notice is that it starts and ends at the occipital ridge of the skull, the back of the skull. So our starting bony station is the back of the skull, and then we're going to travel down this line through the jaw muscles, the scapular muscles, the rhomboids, down the serratus anterior, one of your shoulder stabilizers, across the rib cage, external obliques, internal obliques. It crosses right at the aponeurosis of the abdominals, super cool. And then it keeps going down the iliac crest, ASIS, the TFL, the IT band, continues down, tibialis anterior, that shin muscle, all the way down to the foot. And then it starts traveling up. So cool. This line now travels up the leg, from the foot, up the leg, to the biceps femoris, one of your hamstring muscles. Let's move over to this smaller chart and we'll continue on. The hamstring tuberosity, then up the spinal erectors, and where it inserts again at the occipital ridge. Wow, that's a lot to digest, I understand. But you can think of the spiraling line as being the line mostly that where we're rotating our torso. That can really help. Okay, we have other lines that help with the hamstrings and help with the hips and the legs. So for our treatment on the spiraling line, we're going to focus more on these obliques muscles and the shoulder stabilizers and put some exercises together that can help you train that spiraling line. Remember, we're training the trains. Somebody might be weak in a twist, but it might just be one little link in that chain that's out. So let's take a look at some spiraling line exercises now. There are so many exercises on the reformer that train the spiraling line, but let's look at a few of the classics and see why they work so well on this line. My first favorite exercise for the spiraling line, I call Sidewinders. We bring the legs off to the side, and now we're feeling here, we're holding the shoulders stable, keeping the hips stable, and we're training in along that spiraling line on the left side here, and then we switch it over to the right side. Cliffhangers, so another step up. So we're really asking for more stability as we hold with one arm. And then we're working along that spiraling line. Ooh, oh so well. All through this chain right here is working super hard on cliffhangers. Mermaid's twist is where I first think of spiraling, twisting, and pulling up. And if we want to lengthen along this spiraling line, twisting, and then pulling ourselves up and pressing back. In that classic Mermaid, we're lengthening all along this spiraling line in Mermaid. Another great move to work the spiraling line is draw the bow. We're pulling and twisting, shoulder stability and spine rotation going together. Such a nice move to integrate several parts of that spiraling line itself. And if you want to get creative with your rolling back series, we can roll back around the world, twisting across, flexing up, twisting across and up. Another one of my faves to work the spiraling line is our straight arm sweeping pull with a twist. Now we're getting down into this serratus and these shoulder stabilizers. while we're adding in that thoracic twist, which is so crucial for shoulder and neck health, to be able to mobilize or move that thoracic spine. And if you're on the short box, you can add into your side bending series some spine twists as well. Short box is really nice, this series, because by hooking the ankle in, now we've engaged that entire chain, like we did on lateral line as well. But twisting, 1, 2, up, twist, control. You can work that spiraling line and get into little bits and pieces of that chain. And sometimes you'll see, oh, somebody's just weak at just one little spot in this chain. And using our Pilates, we can fix it up. We can lengthen it out with a great stretch on this spiraling line. And we can strengthen it up with the exercises. The rotational nature of Pilates is going to lend itself to training that spiraling line very well. But so many exercise styles are not very rotational. They're more linear. You think running, a lot of weightlifting that's not functional weightlifting, etc. It's very linear. So Pilates, just the nature of the moves, will help you spiral naturally. And voila, there's some spiraling line exercises. Hope you like them, give them a try out. And let me know how you're doing with your understanding of anatomy trains and how you can use Pilates, the best exercise method to train the trains. Forge in weak links, make them strong again, and lengthen people out throughout the entire train. See you next week. Bye.